What's going on, Dirty Whiskers? So, we're back out on the river. I decided instead of going and fishing where there may or may not be cats, where I've been catching them, I decided we're going to go explore. And first thing I come up on is a down tree. So we're going to work our way up the river. I've never fished this stretch or been down here, so I don't know what's here around. Don't know the depths, but we're here, to find out. I'm just posted up on the shore. I'm going to cast one out in front of there and then probably one a little bit out there. I'm just going to start with worms, see if I can get some cut bait. I did bring some cut shad. I'm going to save that for a little bit later while it's still frozen. Save that for later this evening. I did bring my headlamps, so we can stay out later tonight. I did find an old trout line. It still had its hook on there, but it's rusty. I'm assuming that has been long and forgotten, so I'm just going to leave it there in case it's not, and it's a regular trout line for somebody, but I don't know. Yeah, so I'm going to get some worms out. We're going to see what we can get. One of these boxes of worms does not look good. This one does, though. I was going to use that other box first. Looking like their last day of use. So I'm going to try to use all them bad ones tonight, which hopefully we get to use all of them. But the other night, nothing was really biting on the worms. It was all cut shad is what was everything was hitting on. But we're going to start with worms and see if I can get me a drum or something small to chop up and use as bait. Yeah, I've never explored up this river on the looter. It is quite the adventure putting the boat in here just because of how low it is. Put that right in front of that log. Oh, where's that other box of worms? Let's try to use these dying worms first. I do need to get the other camera set up. Yeah, those are not. Yeah, those are all mush. So, never mind. Good thing I brought another extra box. Yeah, those are all no good. So we're not using those. No. So last night they were looking pretty rough, but today they looked a lot rougher. So we won't use those. We'll use something a little bit more not slimy and won't stay on a hook very long. Yeah, just little, I think 5/0s, a couple small 5/0 hooks. Get them cast out, get my other camera set up. I didn't set it up yet. So hopefully you don't get a takedown yet without that other camera set up. I'm trying to think of like new angles and new ways to set them up for you. So if you have any suggestions, I've got a way to like wrap it onto here to where it's just facing up. So it's just only watching the rods. Or I can keep it behind me where it can see the rods, and I don't know why you'd want to see me, but you could see me as well if you wanted to. So that's the plan. I think for now I'm going to put it back there unless y'all have any other suggestions. But yeah, I'm going to get it set up before we get a bite, hopefully. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh, there's one. Right in front of that brush pile, or that down tree. That did not take very long. Ooh, he wants the pole. Oh, stay away from the motor. Stay away from the motor. Oh, looks like a cat to me. For the half second I saw it. Uh-oh, he found a stick. How did he find a stick right there? All right, he came out of it. There we go. Yeah. That's what we're looking for. There's a kitty. Yeah, there's the first kitty. One of these days. I do have grippers. I just need to use them. But there he is. I almost always forget about that camera, even though I set it up. Yeah, nice little kitty. All right, let's get him in the basket. All right, let's get another worm on and get that thrown about that same spot. See if there's anything else sitting right out there. And hopefully see you all back in here in a few minutes. All right, I went up the river a little bit. Found a shady spot for now. Let that sun keep going down while I keep moving up. Up north of me right now, like you can hear the thunder. It's going crazy up there. So we're just gonna... I got something playing with that already, or is that just... that's just the rocking of the boat? Yeah, it's going crazy. I looked at the radar. It looks like it's gonna stay north. I'm hoping it does, otherwise I'm gonna have to duck for cover and jump off the river. It's definitely thundering and lightning over there. I don't know if you all could have heard it when it was going, but I can definitely hear it. So we're gonna sit here for a bit, see if we get anything. All else fails, there's a little cut over here from where it looks like the field empties into. That's where I'll jump in, park the boat, and I'll jump out onto the shore underneath a couple trees. But hopefully it doesn't come to that. But yeah, we're gonna sit here for a bit, cool off in the shade, because it is humid and hot today. And hopefully we can we'll get a bite or two while we're just sitting here hanging out. But I've got a couple worms out, and I have some cut bait with some Kool-Aid garlic. That normally does good for the channel cats and stuff. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Oh, I think I got him. He hit that hard and then stopped. And then there's weight there. It's something. And it's swimming away from me. I want you to swim over here. Yeah, he hit it pretty good. I was watching my old ugly stick because it was getting a nibble. See if I can focus this down a little bit. Whoo! That's a cat. Yeah. I knew something was hitting it pretty good. Well, let's let him calm down a little bit. He is feisty. He wants to fight. Yeah, he didn't fight till he got to the boat. He was just swimming at me. And garlic and red jello. That is the key. Well, that's my second favorite bait to use, and it always seems to work real good. Oh, I don't think he's gonna break that. That's some big test right there. I forgot to bring my 30-pound test, so I'm rocking with 80-pound on everything. Don't bite down much. He swallowed that hook. He engulfed that thing. Let's see if I can get it out. If I can't get it out, he'll become... That's down there, so he's gonna become fillets. But there he is. Nice hard fighting channel. Those are always fun, especially when it was right at the end. He decided to showed out for the camera. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna retie that hook. Wash my hands off, get some of this slime off. Retie a hook on there and get it cast back out with some weight. Oh, I was gonna tie another one, but this one got slammed. Oh yeah, that was almost a double. Oh, yep, he's swimming right at me. So nice of them to swim at me. I don't have to fight them the whole way. Ooh. Right next to the eyeball. Missed his mouth. Got the bait though. Man, that was two. He slammed it pretty good. I think he slammed it harder than the other one. Since it wasn't in his mouth, I'll consider that a foul hook. So I'm going to let him go. Not supposed to keep foul hooked cats or any foul hooked fish. So he's going to go back. Nice channel right there. I was trying to get the other hook in and he slammed on that rod. So we'll put that back out. I guess a little further distance was better. All right, I'm gonna get that other one tied on and, oh, maybe not. Might have another friend biting. Nope. That's probably me when I was putting it in. It looked like it bounced a couple times. Let's get that back out there. Throw that in a little different direction. Nothing has touched the worms yet. So let's get this tied on. He might be hooked. Nope. Whatever it was, let it go. Probably a turtle. I'm pretty sure this is a pretty shallow water. I stopped here just because I wanted to give it a try. Saw a lot of logs and stuff laying down, but this could be filled with turtles. I've been having to go slow the last little while just because of how shallow it's been and how many trees it's been. So I've just been taking my time working through here. I might not make it to that other spot. It's still, I just looked at the map, it's still a ways away. I saw a different creek dumping in and it was not that creek that they were talking about. So I am gonna go further down just to look. So I've never been this way and I want to do a little bit of exploring. There are some dark clouds coming through. It says it's supposed to rain, but looking at radar, I don't see nothing. So we're gonna risk it for the biscuit, as they say, and we're gonna keep fishing. Well, this is new. I don't know how well y'all can see that. But we are right on the edge of it. We might get a little sprinkle and then it's gone. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I think we're good. Might get a little sprinkle. Other than that, I think we're sitting pretty. It is. I do hear the thunder getting closer, but I don't think it's gonna touch us very much. Yeah, I'm gonna start moving further down and see what we can find. Nothing's touched anything here yet, so we're gonna keep them moving. Well, that's as far as I'm going to be able to go. It's too shallow, and it's all rock through here to get through. I'm not going to be able to make it to that spot. I'm just going to have to walk that creek down or talk to the landowners about getting on there. But since this is all rock through here, I'm going to post up over here, throw a couple rods out, and see if there's anything sitting on these rocks. Say, yeah, it comes up real shallow right here, so I'm not gonna try to go through. If I had a jet motor, yeah, no problem. I don't have one of them yet. One day I will have one, and this will not be an issue. But until then, I'm gonna go ahead and get put on this bank over here, and I'm gonna throw a couple rods out for a little bit, sit underneath this tree in case it does rain. I'll have a little bit of protection. But yeah, we're not making it to the spot I was told about, so we're going to fish this spot, and then we're just going to work our way back slowly. I'm probably going to get back through all these shallows, back to where it got a lot deeper, and we're just going to stop at every spot that looks decent and fish it. So I'm going to get pulled up, and we're going to get to fishing. Got something. Oh, had something. I was hoping it was going to be a drum. May have been. I don't know. I switched to smaller hooks on the ugly sticks. Throw that back over there. Just trying to get me a piece of cut bait so I can use that and some shad. But I probably won't use the shad till I head back down the other way, because there hasn't really been anything tapping yet. But we'll sit here a little longer. So it is all rock through here from what I can tell so far, which good spot that I've found, especially in the evenings for catfish. So probably sit here a little while, waste some time, since I'm not going to make it to the other spot. Oh, that's heavy. Oh, that is a cat. Yeah. First I didn't think it was with the way he was hitting. Oh, that's a mean old male right there. See, his head is bulging. Yeah. Get off that stick. Thank you. Whew. That was a good time for that to come out. Almost threw that right back at me. not to get that soaked. Yeah, big old lips, big old head. He is that is a male. He is ready to go. They are feisty when they're like this. All right. A little bit of current and rocks. I'll say that's one of the spots that I typically look for. Oh, what happened? Oh, I guess I hit stop recording somehow. Must have hit it. I don't know. But yeah, rocks and some current. Always a good mix. At least for me in Missouri. It may not be the same in other places, but for me, that's what works. And it is starting to sprinkle. Hopefully this is all we get. I'm gonna stay underneath this tree. My ugly stick's getting pecked to death right now. I'm gonna put this back out there a little further than last time. And pecked to death. Yep. I think there's a bunch of little drum or maybe a bunch of little creek chubs. The other rod's got a lot smaller of a hook, so I'm going to leave it like that. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, all the little fish have stopped biting that were in here, and I think I've just been having gar hit my line. As I say that, I get a bite, possibly. But I'm going to start moving to the deeper part and start using cut shad. Yeah, I just had to open my mouth, didn't I? Well, there's a drum. Oh, big drum. Yeah. Oh, he had a chunk put in him. Something got him. I don't think it was me with the motor, because I was putting through here. But something definitely hit him. So I'm gonna reel everything in. I'm gonna start putting back through till I get to that deeper portion, and I'm gonna start using cut shad on everything. And we'll see what we can get. I'd say this rod was hit pretty hard earlier. Nope, still got the bait. But yeah, we're gonna switch to cut shad once we get over to the deeper part. I'll probably go back to that big bend and start there. Fish that first, and then just work my way back till we're back to the put-in point. Well, don't know if that got on camera, but we got free cut bait. Gotta love when those stupid fish jump in the boat. Soaked my face. Did it get the camera? Yeah. Well, we got him. He'll do nicely. Alrighty, so I don't think this camera has been recording. It says it's recording, but it's not saving any of the stuff. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm gonna have to look that up, figure out what's going on. So on these two rods, I put fresh Asian carp since it decided to jump in my boat. So we have fresh Asian carp cut on those two rods. I'm going to replace the hooks on these, and I'm going to put the cut shad on these two rods. So they're going to sit there with the fresh cut. You probably don't get to see any of the takedowns because I don't know what's going on with the GoPro. We'll figure that out when we get to it. Probably work on it tonight or tomorrow, we'll see. But I'm going to change out these real quick and get these out with some small pieces of cut shad, put some smaller hooks, some like 2-aught or 3-aught on them, and get those tossed out real quick. Oh, we got something missing with the cut shad. Got him. Oh, nasty gar. Not a bad size gar though. Hook might be gettable. Let's see what we can do here. Move those teeth, thank you. Yeah. All right, hook. The hook is out. Oh, nope, it's not. Now it is out. Check my line. Did not mess it up. All right. Well, I got a gar. Not what I'm looking for. I'm going to give it a little bit longer before we move down further. It is getting about that time of night. About my favorite time of night to start fishing. So we'll sit here just a little bit longer. Cut off a little bit more of the shad. And then we will be, we'll move after we fish for a little bit longer here. Hook that through, clear the scales, and get it back out there. Put it right there this time. Cut shad got something. Swimming right at me. It's another big old gar. Andy, let go. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a big gar. Well, toss another piece on here and toss her out. I wish there was a time that, gar would just go to sleep and you don't have to worry about them. But, unfortunately, gar are a thing. best to keep these frozen since they are a little old, so they're a little mushy. Oh, we got something else biting. Hasn't taken the rod down. As on the big, I'm going to toss this out over here. That's probably, oh, on the fall? That had to have been a gar. On the fall I had a hit. I cannot cast today. That's embarrassing. I need to check that other one. There we go. So yeah, that probably was a gar on the fall. Landed right in front of him or landed it on top of a different fish. Let's see. Oh my goodness, that is heavy. I don't know what that is. It is heavy. It's not really fighting. Watch it be a big old, and it let go. Yeah, that was either a very big gar. I don't think it was a, nope, it was a turtle. I see him. He just came up. He came up to see who took his food away. Oh, that was a big old turtle. Glad to see they're alive and well in here. Alright. Well, back to waiting. If that's another turtle, we're gonna move. Oh, it's super heavy. Probably the turtle. He finally decided to swim a little bit. Try to point the camera down so you can see what this thing possibly is before he comes off the hook. Very heavy. Oh my goodness. Yep. Big old soft shell turtle. Look at that thing. Ooh. That thing is a monster. I don't think I'm getting him in. It's gonna be a hopefully he breaks, or if the hook's there. I don't see the hook. Yep, I don't see the hook, so he gets to keep that souvenir. All right, that was a big turtle. All right, we're gonna move. I think that's the one from earlier, because his head came up after I pulled the bait in. And he looked big, and he was over in that area. So this is his territory. I'm gonna let him have it. That and the gars. So we're gonna move down, see what else we can find. All right, y'all. This is gonna be our final stop. Over here to my left is a deeper hole that comes up onto a big rock bank right here. It might be 2 or 3 foot deep. So I'm gonna fish like this zone right along that edge. Over there's a deep pocket. I think there's also a tree down over there. I'm trying to remember. I have fished over there and I have got snagged a couple times when the water's really low, because you can walk all the way out to here when the water's really low. So, and we got a little creek behind us that comes out. So we're just gonna fish, we're gonna fan out this little area right through here, a couple on the rocks, a couple in this deeper spot, and we're gonna see what we can get into. But this is gonna be the final spot, and I'll probably spend the majority of the night here. And yeah, let's get to fishing, try to get us a couple more fish. And hopefully, I know there's a lot of down trees right there on that edge, some big ones. So I don't know if there's any flatheads sitting there or not, but I'm gonna retie a smaller hook on that one, put a worm back on it, toss it out over there, and see if we can get a drum about like this. And if we can, we're gonna put him out live. I'll swap out one of my rods, put some rattles on it and stuff, and a float to keep him up, or we'll just put him under a bobber with a couple rattles. I've never attempted that before, but I wouldn't mind trying. So hey, we're gonna try different things tonight. We're gonna try this light that's behind me, make sure it's nice and bright, but I also have my headlamp. So I'm gonna get these rods out. I will see you guys in a bit. Well, if I needed some more bait, look what just hopped out in the boat. Don't know what's chasing them around, but they're going crazy over there in that shallow. Yeah, stay out. Well, somebody better call Guinness, because that monster right there is going on the wall. Ate a little piece of worm. Just an absolute tank. Oh, we might have one. He's yanking and running and all kinds of stuff. Is he still there? Yep, still there. Oh, I'm gonna fall if I don't get my balance here. He's moving the whole boat. This was the cut bait. Not the cut shad, but the cut Asian carp. Feisty. Get the rod around here. Well, now that we've got this camera finally recording, I've showed this camera a few fish, but there we go. Got another channel that was on the cut Asian carp that we got. That decided to, you know, hop in the boat for me. And that will be the last one I keep. I'm about to clean all those. So it doesn't look too bad. One thing I do like about Asian carp is how well it holds on to the hook. I still can't even get that off. So it's gonna stay on there. We're gonna cast it back out and see if it gets us another fish. All right, y'all, it's been quiet for a while, so I'm gonna call it for the night. Thank you for joining me. Like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. We did pretty good today. Got a few cats, got a gar. Had some fish just jump in the boat for the heck of it. So, it's always nice to be out on the water. It's one of my favorite things to do. Just getting out, peace, quiet, and just sit back and relax. So, I'm gonna get all these lines in. I'm gonna get the boat put on the trailer. It's gonna be fun in the dark. I haven't tried this yet in the dark in this low water, so it's going to be interesting. I'd record it for the fail, but I don't want to be embarrassed that much. But I'll see y'all in the next one.